Greetings, gamers, and welcome back to another game night. Tonight we decided to continue the F-Zero journey. We did the Super Nintendo one in the past, and the next successor to that is the N64 version.
Yes, and up until tonight, I've never played it, so this will be the first time.
Yeah, I played this briefly. I never really owned it back in the day, but as you can see, the nice thing about it is that it supported 4-player split screen, which was a large upgrade compared to the original.
Yes, the original was, you know, you think racing game, you think multiplayer.
Immediately, at least 2 players.
At least 2 players.
Yeah.
And as you saw from our previous video, that was not the case. Very disappointing. And this one does have the 2-player, you know, versus kind of where you can kind of see it on the screen here, but it's only with 4 bots total. So you, your buddy, and 2 players, as opposed to the actual game.
Yeah, like here,
where you are up against 29 other racers. Which, if they had the option to you, your buddy, and 28 other racers, would have been perfect. But
exactly,
you know, what are you gonna do?
So we decided, you know, to keep it more of a flow and more genuine, we'll stick with the 30 races and we'll just trade off between, because I mean, look right here, it's like if we did this, it'd just be us 2 and 2 other bots. That's just not as fun of, doesn't have the F-Zero feel without a whole bunch of car crashes and people in your way.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's probably great if you had 4 players and you guys want to play together, but for 2, I really don't think it's as good of an option as the 1 player.
No, it's not. So, not when you have the option to go up against 30 others.
Exactly, when you got that big. It always made me angry if, like, Mario Kart, you only had, like, 2 versus, but they always had the computer players in there, so that's what helped it.
Right. And there was always, was it, what, 8 in that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 8.
You had 8. So, I mean, this is, in one point, kind of impressive of a port, because it can actually do an extremely fast frame rate for an N64 game.
Correct.
But at the same token, I think to keep that speed up, that's why I can't have those 30 racers. So that's where we lost with that. And you know what? If it was my pick, if you had to have a better single-player experience, then I'll take that over a, you know, crummy. They had to, like, suffer one part to make sure it worked for everybody.
And you know what? You still have the multiplayer to an extent.
Exactly. So we still have options. But regardless, we'll jump into a GP race. Couldn't tell you last time, so I'll take the novice wimp route. That's fine with me. And you can never go wrong with Jack Cup. It is. So Mute City, I guess I'll start us off, and you can pick up where all the pieces that I leave for us. Right. I think we'll agree Captain Falcon is the safe route. It is kind of neat, though, that this whole one tier, these all look familiar. Look, that was like kind of the yellow one from the predecessor. There's the green one. There's the, I think, fish car we used from the original when we beat it. That was fun. But these 2 look like additions. I don't think those were in the original. Or at least,
and I can only assume that as you progress through the game, you unlock the rest of the racers. Yeah. So we obviously have not played this, so
there's not a lot of progression.
We're just dealing with the first 6.
But Captain Falcon. Now here's another nice adjustment you can fiddle with. I really don't know where I'd want to go with this. But I think max speed a little bit higher would be more of an advantage than acceleration in this game, at least. So I'm going to bump it up a bit.
And Captain Falcon, clearly you can see, is probably the most balanced racer.
And that's the guy I want to keep grip with. Now, a thing that really changed in this game that's super interesting is that it went the route of actually, remember you got like turbo boost power-ups. In this one, you have that energy bar.
Right.
Now, the energy bar in this one will give you energy as long as you want, but, see, I'm charging up.
Right,
you can then hold a boost and wear it down if you'd like. But just keep in mind, if you're lowering your health so much, you're going to get, you know, punished.
Right, bumping into other racers and running into the wall, that takes down your energy.
So you really got to figure out a balance of how you want to use your boost as opposed to having power of not getting killed here.
Right.
But I will say, if you listen to it, it's pretty impressive, like that rock and roll electric guitar in the background.
Right.
For like, keep in mind,
it's got that kind of techno, futuristic sounding type thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it feels like full-blown instruments, whereas, I mean, keep in mind, this is a cartridge we're playing on, not like CD quality music, it almost sounds like, which I think is pretty impressive for what it is. But, I'm just, and I mean, you got like the curves, you got the dips, that's definitely a whole nother feeling compared to the predecessor.
And this is the last lap, so you may want to start using your nifty little energy bar.
Trying.
Once you run through the pink slime and get your energy back up.
I'm trying. Too much yakking, not enough boosting. No time for you, boost.
Yeah. Seems like you're the type of guy who can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time.
Not one of this game. I mean, this is pretty intense, guys, I gotta say.
Boost it.
Oh, at least I squeaked out second.
Well, yeah, you did. You gained like 15 spots in the last lap.
Yeah, too much flapping, so I'll do the flapping this time. You concentrate on gas is A, and then B is the boost.
B is the boost, alright.
And brake, who cares? Because I don't think you use that in this game. Brake is let off the gas.
Is there even a brake button?
I'm sure there is something on there. I didn't really look at it. I mean, look at all these different racers. They really went crazy with how many you got going on here.
And are all these people that are in the Nintendo world?
I don't know about all of them. Just Captain Falcon one. I mean, Blood Falcon beat us. So
but Leon there looks like Fox.
Yeah, he's kind of a
Doesn't he?
rip-off. He's got a rip-off to him. A little bit of Star Fox reference.
Oh, this is an exciting looking...
I like Silence.
Well, this will be neat.
Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. You can adjust it per race.
Right.
Usually they'd make you stick through it for the whole 9 yards. I can actually appreciate the game a little bit more now that I don't have to play and concentrate.
No.
I mean, yeah, for the graphics for a time, I'd say these are pretty sharp. I mean, I didn't see any slowdown or anything. They definitely had their programming for this done right for speed.
Right.
And even though it looked like a boring race, I mean, you got a lot of curves in here that you weren't seeing.
Yes, the map on the...
Looks like a bland oval. Just look to the right. Looks like a plain old oval, but there's a lot more going on than that. And I think they did that to their advantage, all these ups and downs, because, you know, the N64 is famous for fog and, you know, like building as the game gets into the distance. I think they did that to keep the distance down, so you always see like a curve off into the distance, so it doesn't go, so. But that boost, you gotta, you know, gotta keep tapping. It's not one that you just hold.
Okay.
See, that's where I messed up on my first lap. I was trying to hold it, and I thought I used it, but you gotta tap it, and it's a boost.
Tap it.
And then it uses a chunk of that energy, so don't blow up that ship.
Oh, I saw it. I'm keeping an eye on it. Don't worry about it.
You know what I'm wondering is if you can jump off the track in this one and explode like the original one. I was famous for doing that. I'd get some speed
and
then, because remember in the original, you do have lives. Look, in the top left, I'm assuming that's our lives, so that's how many ships we got if you do explode them. I mean, obviously you can explode because you run out of energy, but I was wondering if you can actually jump off the track and it blow up. You cruised through that in like 2 seconds. Well done, sir. I can't believe that.
That's how you do it. Didn't even realize it. That was 3 laps, too.
Well, it was an oval.
Yeah.
Exciting oval.
It was curvy, but...
That's about it. And then I get like some intricate, crazy-ass setup for my turn. Great. Put me in that. Take that, Blood Falcon.
They give you a lot of points in this one. It's not like 10...
Yeah, it's not like 5. Mario Kart's like, here's your 10 points, you won. Oh, hell. That doesn't even seem like much of a max speed.
Well, it worked for me.
All right. If it worked for you,
first place.
You did finish in first, so what am I arguing about? I'm just
in a straight oval, though.
Hey, mine's got a little bit of a loop on there. Oh, shit. There we go.
And there you go, yapping again and not even realizing that you're supposed to go.
Well, that's what the turbo button's for, right?
Well, I found out
But the energy bar is red when you start, so you got to get it...
You have to get through 1 lap
before you can go nuts?
Before you can use your boost.
Okay. Hey, there's that point where I might fall off and die that I was talking about. Yeah, why do I get this track?
Because you're the best.
Yeah, I know.
You're the coolest guy I know.
Alright, this is... nice. Okay, alright. Now I can use my boost. It'll be fine. I'm usually known for squeaking it out at the last lap anyway, Mario Kart style. You just throw that red shell at the last minute.
Exactly.
Make everybody hate you in anger.
Yeah,
it works
and you're always
fine.
Mario with his cheat.
Mario wins. Dude, you want to be a winner, don't you? You just got to be Mario. Toad will always be second fiddle.
Yeah, you say that now.
We'll see for the next Mario match.
We will.
I think Double Dash is next on the menu when we actually get to that one.
Yeah, I believe
finally, because remember we did the Game Boy Advance one. That was a mission.
It was unique, I'll give it that.
Yeah. Double Dash was pretty good. I remember we played that one a fair share back in the day. Like, not intense, but we did do our fair share.
We played the Wii one more than we did Double Dash.
Oh, the Wii one was... Yeah, we did a lot of that one.
That was
one of my favorites.
Boom, there you go.
There we go. So Eric has the equation. Just set it right at that spot, Captain Falcon. You get first place, apparently. And I'm living proof of it right now.
You are living proof.
So hopefully you get the finale. Is it 4 in a GP on this or 5?
I don't remember. It's been a while since we've done, since we did the F-Zero video. Devil's Forest.
Ooh, you get a corkscrew. That's right up your alley. Now tweak it just right. Boom. It would be funny if it's like, oh, there's this intricate spot you pick and you just got all these bonuses. Man.
And apparently I have a rival.
Well, it's always good to have rivals. It's what motivates you. I'm assuming the rival is what, the guy with the points right under you? If you're on
I don't know,
on the
because
score
I saw a rival in my first race.
Hmm.
Obviously, things are going a million miles an hour, so you can't really tell who it is.
Yeah. I don't know how you can focus on anything other than not falling off the screen.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of energy, and that's about it. I mean, it's kind of fun how we're doing it this way because I can actually enjoy and look at everything else you can't really watch on the game and be like, yeah, that is kind of cool how they did that. This is a blink of the eye.
I'm just trying not to go cross-eyed right now.
Well, that's your corkscrew fun right there. But no, for games that keeping up this type of frame rate at that period of time is
impressive.
Pretty much unheard of. I mean, you got to keep in mind this is 1996 technology.
But is that what this was 96?
Yeah, well, I don't know if the game was, so to speak, but N64 came out in 96. So I think this one came out actually a couple of years later.
Right, 98, 99.
Yeah, I think it came out later in the system's life because they really had to perfect what the hell they had to work with to get this going, I'd assume.
Well, if you ask me, they peaked at Mario.
Mario 64, the launch game. Like, yeah, we had it right at the launch. Man.
And there we go.
Definitely not long races in this game.
No, they're not.
Is there anything left?
You know what? It probably wouldn't have killed them to add maybe 4 or 5 laps total.
Yeah, I'm really surprised with how short.
Because look, they're 30-second laps. You know. So.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Well, we'll find out how many actual races are in the Cup.
Yeah.
Most are 4. But
are those rivals? Well, now Samurai Goro.
That's the pink car, I think. So there's 5.
The big blue is great. The heat is on for me now to actually do decent. Well, I got to put it right in that, in between there.
Yep.
And then I ain't got to worry about nothing. You just put it in between there, you're fine. All right. Good old big blue. Whoa, mercy. Okay, now this is where we're going to get dizzy.
Yeah, you lucked out. You got the nifty one.
Lucky me. I always got to say, I was always a big fan of the soundtrack on F-Zero. These are done pretty well on here.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff's even good enough to listen not playing the game.
Right.
Wow. Okay, we're all right. Just give me my boost. That's what I'm going to need to get through this. Whoa.
So basically just randomly running down a tube and then a brief spot of pink slime and then that's it.
That's it. I would recommend some good eye drops because you won't have time to blink in this game.
Yeah.
Good.
Blinking's overrated anyways.
Yeah. I don't need that. Okay, I gotta not forget about my boost here because in about 30, 60 seconds this race will be over.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a good point that you brought that up because if you're averaging 30 seconds, because most race games we play isn't like a full race at least 4 or 5 minutes maybe? Or
yeah,
3 minutes
I would
minimum.
say most. Watch out, you got the low health there.
Where's the gel at?
You went through it and you barely got any of it.
Great.
You weren't paying attention or flapping your gums or something.
You know, all these distractions. I can't bump into anybody.
No?
But he's in my way.
I think one more bump and you're done. Hopefully you get to the slime quick.
Where's the slime? I'm getting there as fast as I can.
Oh!
But there's no slime.
There's your
I
slime
need more
boosted.
slime. Slime it.
Boost!
I'm
Boost!
boosting. I'm boosting. There's no energy. Rod, I hope you got enough points in the
I
past.
can't believe you got third.
Wow. Hey, that's just boosting at the last minute, man. Mario Kart
Because
style.
before you got to the pink slime, if you would have farted, your car would have
Oh,
exploded.
done. I like pushing it to the limits here. But the real question is, how bad did I do in the points for us? Uh-oh.
I think we were high enough up.
Were we high enough to make up for my funnelment? Oh, good job. Good job. So, yikes. Is there another one after that, or is that the punishment? Yeah,
There's
Port Town.
six,
Enjoy.
all right.
Okay, so they did make up for it with apparently a whole bunch of races that are short.
Right.
So, that
So
isn't
then,
so bad.
well, there's only 3 cups.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, you'd go to Mario Kart, it would have the 4 cups. So this
Yeah.
one only had 3.
So they had to
Jack,
put
Queen,
more
and
race in there.
King.
Yeah.
So I would imagine this would be it, or maybe they'll do 8.
I hope it is. Because I'm not pulling another one out like the last race. It's all up to you now.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one's got some tight corners.
I wasn't even paying attention. Is I think the L and R is like the Z button maybe
Yeah.
to bend, and then the top R to
They like shift,
that- yeah.
like that. See?
yeah. So if you got to do a super tight, you can still do those corner turns. Nice land,
Landed in 30th.
and just don't die. There you go. We need the good old Ghostbuster slime.
I've got boost power.
Well, somebody had to tell us. I don't know.
This. Oh, this one.
Getting a little bitey. I'm glad
This one is brutal.
better you than me. It's like they should have put on like the track. Is there I'm trying to look at that map if it'll tell you where the slime's coming. Maybe like is up here slime? Why is this all highlighted? Yep. So I can actually give you a heads up if you want, looking at the map
Yeah.
when the slime's coming. So when you know, you can just drill through the turbo as much as
Right.
you want because you know you'll be refilling. So that's cool. They did mark it. It's just darker gray, which isn't very easy to see, especially when you're trying to play.
Right.
So I'll keep an eye out for that. So basically, after Super Nintendo, you didn't play this anymore.
No.
So this is your new experience. I played this briefly on and off. I just remember it being pretty cool, but this is definitely a nice setup. And then after this, it's just GameCube, which is considered arguably one of the best. And the irony of the GameCube one that I can't wait for. I don't know if we got that much points. That's like playing the wah-wah music.
Well, I know the dude in second wasn't
Yeah.
in the top 5,
Okay. But
then the first is.
yeah, that guy. I'll hit the button and pray. How bad's it looking?
Yeah.
Or if we still have another race. If there's another one more intense than that, I can only imagine. And the survey says,
Ooh.
skin of your teeth.
Ooh, man.
How are we doing after that? Oh,
That's it.
that's it. So we did still squeak it out. Well done, sir. So yeah, like I was saying, the GameCube one is the one after this, and it was actually developed by Sega.
Okay.
How you like the irony of that? One of Nintendo's biggest franchises, they outsourced to Sega to do. But I've heard good things. I never played the GameCube one. Hopefully in a future video we can get one by that time, one of these
Absolutely.
days. But overall, what's your take on this one?
It was fun. It was, I'd be more interested to see the rest of the cups, the rest of the tracks. We played a little bit of the multiplayer. This is more
For
action.
action.
It's more appealing for a one-player game.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You know.
But I mean, if you're hell-bent with a buddy thinking one's better than the other, that's fine for versus. But we like, we'll say the factor of having a whole bunch of computer players to kind of throw things off for more
Right.
action.
When you're crossing to start the last lap and you're in 12th,
Yeah.
then it's on.
You got to fight
you're-
through a lot of guys. Not
you're balls to the wall trying to get through 12 other people to get first place in that. So
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the things. But either way, let us know which F-Zero is your favorite and what do you think about this one. Till then, we'll talk to you guys next time. Take it easy.
see you.